Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing with Vader's TIE Fighter. I'm excited to finish it, what we did yesterday. If you do want to go back and watch that, if you're coming back in the future as well, I do leave the links in the description to previous streams. So you can go right now and check out the first 3/4 of the build, is it? We did build a lot of it yesterday. I'm surprised at how much we got done, but I'm also surprised at how much there was to do. I'll be honest, I thought we were going to get the whole thing complete at some point. We weren't far off it. Today we got the 4 wings, so there is quite a decent build for bag 4. We've got basically this top, bottom, both sides. It's nice that that's one bag. I did think it was split. Your live streams could use a 10-second intro. Ads run and you always miss the first 10 seconds. No. Oh, there is an ad. Oh, it'd be even worse if it was an unskippable ad. Anyway, hello there. Let me restart. Welcome back to another stream. If you did miss yesterday's, which Moon Shoes, I know you were there, then you can check it out. Link in the description. We're building Vader's TIE. Just getting up the instructions as I speak. We're a few minutes early. We can chill. How's everyone's day? Went out today and damn, Lego's expensive. Lego is expensive. To a second-hand store I was at today. I might make a video on it, but I didn't end up picking up anything. Didn't really pick up anything. Because everything there was full price. And some of these sets, these are like January sets that are now on sale. It's 3 months into the year, 2.5. A lot of these sets are on sale, reduced. Lego by default gives you cash back. And they were selling it. It's a second-hand store, a lot of them used as well, selling them full price. Crazy. Some of the prices here, but I guess Lego is a hobby that outstretches what it used to. Loads of people into collecting Lego now. So we've probably got, I've still got my jacket on the back of the chair. Get out of here. Yeah, loads of people into Lego, so that does up the price, which isn't great for those of us trying to look for a little deal, but it means there's an audience for everything, which I think is true for a lot of things. Just in this case, there's an audience for everything, and everything includes overpriced sets because some of the prices. But that's why I always recommend parting out your sets, building from your collection. I do need to place another parts order. I need to go back through these streams, see what parts I didn't have, and then order them for later. But so many of them, I mean, so far we haven't been stumped. Every single part that we didn't have for Vader's TIE, we had in another color, and some of them we even replaced with a better part, or at least what I think is a better part, which is not always the case. Right, now I know what I'm doing though. Yep, check. Let's go. Bag 4 for the wings. We've got the little Yavin build, which I do want to start building Yavin. We haven't built too much. I still don't know what I'm doing with the Slave 1. Still don't know if it is staying built for much longer. Because if it's not, if I do decide to break that down and build something with it, then I can whack it just down the side for now. I just feel like a UCS set, that does not deserve to be broken down. Hello there, Mark. Welcome. And the little petrol station as well. Why we have a petrol station? I know it's all smart play features with the petrol station, especially having the blue. But a petrol station, one of the weirdest things for solar-powered fighters. For fighters, solar-powered fighters. You got the set. It's a good set. It is a good set. I take back anything negative I have ever said about it. It is a good set. I got this lead round the right way. I can't remember what I did yesterday. Oh, this is just plug and play today. Nice. Love to see it. Let's make sure the exposure isn't like a million times too high. Oh no, that's good. That is good. Lovely. Bit wonky, but we'll work with that once. Once I pull it up, I've turned on the light again. No, turn off. Stop the flashlight. No, okay. There we go. Fingers crossed, please work. When I say that I have... Oh, you're playing Mario! Oh, nice. I just booked tickets for Mario. They came out yesterday. What's with booking tickets like... What was it? Yesterday, 2.5 weeks before the movie comes out. Can you not book months in advance? Well, not months, but normally like a month in advance, you can book your tickets. Mario tickets have gone on sale. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 days early. 20 days before the movie comes out. Are they that confident that they're going to sell out? As of today, so it's been just over 24 hours since I booked my ticket. And if I have a little look, let's see, yesterday when I booked the ticket, it was completely empty. And now it's completely empty still. There are the tickets that I booked. Don't worry, I'm not going alone. And that's it. No one else has booked for Mario. It's going to get a lot more popular at the time, I'm sure. But are they that confident that Mario, the second Mario movie, the first one did do pretty well, but there also wasn't a Mario movie previously? There's like, now that we've had that out, people are just going to watch that. Playing Mario Kart World, nice. I don't think I've played that one. That's the newest one, isn't it? Newest Mario Kart. It looks like a lot of fun. I still love the Mario Kart 8 with all the extra maps they gave on that. That was good value. Mario Kart World, I'm sure I'll pick up at some point. Is that on sale? Is it? Let me have a look. I'm surprised at just how much Nintendo games go on sale. Especially in Smiths. Whenever we go into Smiths, there's always like a whole row of them on sale. And they're not massive sales. Some of them have their like £2 sales, but there are some really good sales. Anyway, shall we get into building? That's what I was going to say. So when I say I haven't touched the desk since yesterday, besides moving the... It will come to me. Besides moving the do-back out of the way, which was sat on my desk. I do want to build something for that. I haven't touched the desk. Oh, wrong mode. Haven't touched the desk whatsoever. So we've still got Vader's tie, which is... Where's that blurry? We've still got Vader's tie on the desk. We've still got all the drawers out that we did have. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Yes. Perfect. Don't touch it. Something will happen. And the instructions up. Ready to go. Welcome back. One with the studs. Nice to see you. Should we just start? Let's get into it. Vader's tie. I've got some high hopes for these wings. I think they're going to be straightforward, same as most other wings are, quite thin. But there are some round elements on the side that right away I think would look better as cheese slopes. I think they're going to look better as cheese slopes. I think the rounded off wings might look good for the prototype in Rebels, but that sharp angle, it's got to be cheese slopes. We love our cheese slopes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I know where they are by now, you'd hope. Seen the Mario Galaxy movie when you get back from holiday. Oh, you'll be on holiday. That'd be a nice thing to return to. I quite like that. Having something to look forward to after the holiday has to be done. I can't wait to see the Mario movie, actually. We might have to build a Mario set on stream to talk about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So not you. I still have the poly bag from last year that I was going to use to segue to build the cart. Maybe we build the cart after watching Mario. We are coming up to the end of One Piece, and I really want to build the Going Merry. But ever since yesterday, talking about the Going Merry microfighter, I do want to shrink it down. And if we can do it as an alt build, or try and use as many parts from the set as we can. That would be awesome. Why am I getting 6 of these? Why am I getting so many? We only need, oh wait, we need 4. We need 4. They're telling us to only do 1. Let's have a flick through first, see what is different about this. It looks really straightforward. If only there was a plate in the middle here. Plate would be perfect because you wouldn't need to use all 5 of these. I should have enough of them. So that's wing 1, and that's the opposite for wing 2. Basically, these tiles are different. Easy enough to build a few. But what's the difference with the bottom? Is that not just the same thing, exact same thing? The bottom left and the top right wings are identical, aren't they? That's nice. Holidays you can just keep going back to, and they're still fun. It's like a Lego set. Does anyone in chat have a Lego set that they can always go back to, and no matter what, it's always going to be fun? I'm going to use the last instructions, so we get that achievement of finishing the instructions, getting right to the end, and then beating it. But these are going to be mirror image, same either side. Oh wait, 2x10. Oh, 2x10. Oh, nice. Does anyone have that Lego set? I think for me, a lot of the smaller sets are that set. There's a set that I want to build, actually, that came out last year. That was a small set. I got the Clone Walker. That's great. Any battle packs for me are, I think because they're small. Because they're small, it's short-lived. It's not too hard to do. Mos Eisley, I don't see myself rebuilding, especially if the new set's good. Can't wait to build it. Can't wait to build it. Fuerteventura. I've heard of it. I've heard of that. Why have I heard of that? Yeah, I have heard of that. Second largest Canary Island. Canary Island? Why have I heard of that? Yeah, despite having a GCSE in geography, I can tell you standard of life, quality of living, as far as a map, I'm good with countries and I'm decently good with capitals, thanks to, I don't think that's geography GCSE though. I think that's more Nan and Grandad and quiz games on TV. I think that's helped me more with that. But between that and geography, you wouldn't know it. Oh, but we can clip again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The annoying thing is some of these clips might be faulty. You never know if they're fractured until you're actually clipping them on. That's something we've got to look out for. In Spain. Maybe I heard it when I was in Spain. Maybe that was a recommendation, perhaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used to watch quite a bit of quite a few streams actually with one of my mates, and whenever we'd pop up in chat and say where we come from, how it always led to that, I don't really know. I think it's the way we speak, because they weren't all native English speakers. But thanks to Translate, oh wow, Translate is amazing for finding new people. Anyway, we'd always pop up, and every single time we said we were British, because we are, that's a nationality. We don't say English, don't say United Kingdom-ish. We'd always get travel recommendations. Because across at least most of Europe, the British are known for traveling. So whenever we'd pop up, they'd be like, oh, if you're ever this way, you should visit. And it's lovely to hear some of these places. I wish I kept a list of them, but there's so many different places. Never been to Spain, but you kind of like the music. Oh, some really good music out of Spain. Yeah. I've been to Spain twice, and both times Once actually both times was pretty good weather, I have to say. But once was, you know, really good weather, and the other was pretty decent weather. But both times had a blast. I think all the times I've gone away though, you have so much fun. I tell you where I wouldn't mind going. Lego. Lego watch our Batman streams. Who's to say they aren't watching one of these? You know, Denmark. I hear Denmark's pretty nice this time of year. In fact, I hear Denmark's pretty nice all times of year. I can't say that. You've got all the land members that go there for these events when it's downpouring, raining everywhere. Yep, that's what we Britons are like. Exactly. And it, mate. Definitely all the ice creams. Oh yeah, our ice cream was nice. It's gone away now. I can't remember the company. The ice cream with the cookie cones. Lovely, great idea. It's a shame that didn't take off because they were in the UK. They were in the UK not last year. I think it was the summer before, and then I haven't seen them since. They've gone missing. Oh, wait, are the ingots different? No, ingots are the same as well. 2 black ingots. There is no difference at all. Always confuzzling. All right, one of them. Oh, I tell you what as well with Spain, the lemon Fanta. I love a bit of Fanta, specifically the lemon Fanta. You can rarely find it. It is in the UK, and it's more in the UK now than it was. I don't drink a lot of fizz now. Definitely drunk a lot more back then. But lemon Fanta, top flavour right there. How many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smashed it. Oh no. Speaking of Lego Denmark, Fanta. Oh, I love a bit of Fanta. Tango's pretty cool, but if it was between Tango or Fanta all the way. Where did I put the costume? Oh no. Oh, I've got a costume down there. I think it's under all my other figures. But I have a costume, Lego Fanta bottle, a lemon Fanta bottle. Most of you have seen it if you've been around on the channel. Great costume. Ingots. I think we can put this away now. Unless we need... Nope, no jumpers. No more of those. Make sure we're not mixing up which drawers we're putting where. Last thing I want to deal with. How many black ingots do we have? Oh no, that's not what we want to see. Speaking of Lego releases though, how many people have seen the reveal over on Instagram? Let's see if I could, well actually I could pull it up and then copy the link. There we go. Don't make me log in. Come on. See more from Lego. We ain't seen nothing yet. There's another reveal. So we got the Tintin ship. Some nice Lego collabs. Well, the designers for the directors for Hail Mary are the directors of, I think, the Lego movie. The Lego movie. So that was always going to happen. But this one. Sign up. What? No, let me see it. Okay, you're going to have to go check it out yourself. Or you could listen to me talk about it. Close your eyes and imagine middle of a forest. Dinosaurs everywhere. A lone beast in the middle of the road. And that beast is a Jeep. Lego are making another Jurassic Park Jeep. I couldn't wait. But not only the Jeep does look cool. It's not a set I think I'd pick up. I do like the little minifigure scale Jeep that we made. But it is a nice set, no doubt about it. Comes with a little sign as well from the Dilophosaurus attack, which has been made into, so that is the X1 Charger from Ninjago of Jurassic Park. It must have been made at least twice. I think even 3 times. I think it's been made 3 times in Lego. And it's the scene where, I don't remember names, but one of the guys is running away with the DNA, and then they get attacked in the Jeep by the Dilophosaurus. Dilophosaurus. Why am I trying to type it into Brickout? If I Google it, it would give me the right spelling. Dilophosaurus. There we go. So we got this set, Dilophosaurus Ambush, and there's at least one other. I think there's at least 2. I guess, no, we're not counting any of these. Did they not release one next to the T-Rex Rampage gate, or was that just a one-off? Is this? They're making a massive version of this, which is awesome, because I love building, not this Jeep, we built the open top one. But the good thing with the big Jeep is the back of it is just one plastic sheet, so you can pop that off and reveal the topless Jeep. But the video teasing it also shows a sign with a Triceratops skeleton. Not the head that we got from Lego, but like they did with the T-Rex, the full Triceratops skeleton, which probably going to be as big, might be even a little more expensive. They're coming out with a few expensive Jurassic Park sets, whilst they've not got any new movies. Whilst they've not got any new movies coming out. Have they? Hey, has someone screenshotted it? Come on. Oh no. At least Reddit gives us a better look at some of these. Over on Lego Leaks. What, are they going to credit Lego? Lego leaked their own set. I can't, it's news, I guess. It's not on the Lego site, but really, Lego leaking their own set. But that's just not a leak. That's not what a leak is. I mean, it's only 4 hours old. I don't know if mods will tear this down. But this is the new set. And in the video, they tease a Triceratops skeleton. Look at that. I mean, it's not too much, but it's not too little. I don't see many people complaining about this, outside of maybe the price. This is a solid model. This is the plastic sheet that goes over the back, and then you pull that off for the frame. So you can have this next to some of the big dinosaurs. It'd be nice if they released a few more bigger dinos. You could even pair this with the gate. I think the gate is closer to minifigure scale than this, but they'd look good on a display shelf. No one's screenshot the sign. Well, hold on. I'm going by best. Oh yeah, I was sorting by best on that one as well. No one's got the sign. We got another gift with purchase though. Don't look too bad. No one screenshot it. I thought that's what the Reddit was for. Let's see if I can find an image of it. You want the Jurassic Park Jeep and the T-Rex skeleton, but sadly no space to put them. Oh, the T-Rex skeleton is a set. It is a set and then some. You'd need an entire display cabinet for it. I even want this set. I just got nowhere to put it. Nowhere to put a big dinosaur. Maybe we can hide a little dinosaur or a reference in our display. Oh, this is cool. Look at it compared to a minifigure. So we're getting this for the Triceratops as well. You can add that to your list. Get the 2 of those. If you wanted to build a giant Blathers museum and you've got some massive figs, maybe you'll want the Triceratops for that. There was another Triceratops that Lego released in secret. See if anyone has an article on it. It was for Triceratops. It was for a museum. Official Lego bricks. But oh, this is it. Kudo? Kudo? There's a few of them here. Blathers Museum shows up. Of course it does. These ones. So there was a smaller set, but a museum piece for the Naturalis Museum, which I don't know where this was now. This must have been, I want to say it's in Denmark, but I genuinely don't know. And this is an upgrade for the Blathers Triceratops, which looks cool. I love the parts usage here. It's awesome. And then you've got some non-skeleton ones, which are built the same, different colors, few more features. But this is a cool set. And then that's the one that's available at the minute, the Triceratops, just the skull. They will change it up a little bit for the full-on skeleton. Oh, how far they've come since that T-Rex skeleton. Oh, how far they've come. Wow, the stark comparisons are crazy. Oh, no, light grey and black. I thought light grey and dark grey would have been handy. They were in the same tub. And then if we have the greys inwards, it should be easy to remember. I think. I hope so. Outside of more skeletons, I don't know what they'll do with Jurassic Park. And at the minute, I will say at the minute, speaking about how expensive Lego has been earlier on, there's a lot of bigger sets on their way. There's a lot of, oh, this £20 set did well. This £40 set did well. Now let's make a £200 set. And not a lot the opposite. Not a lot. We got Rex's Y-Wing a few years back. And that was, oh, the Venator sold well. Let's make it more affordable. That was nice. But outside of Star Wars, we don't see it all too much. The Going Merry would be a great microfighter. I don't know if the Jeep would work for a microfighter. Start our own custom microfighter line. I suppose it would work. It would be like the soapbox racers we got. And it would fit. And it would fit on our display. Should we make a mini Jeep? When's this coming out? I don't think we've got a date for it. Oh, I can't look at it on there. Do we... Oh, get ready, you. Do we have a date? Let's see what people are saying. The render looks better than it does. It's plasticky. It's going to catch a load of reflections. I would take it off. Trust Reddit. Oh, look! Yes! Who's this? Thank you, Revolutionary Chan. This is what I was talking about. The sign in the background. Yes, I mentioned it just before I went live to my partner. And she was like, wait, what? The sign? I was waiting for a dinosaur to jump out. Spoiler alert. It doesn't really, but it's a really good shot. It's a Lego advert. But that's the Triceratops skeleton. Imagine a Blathers Museum to go with that. If the Blathers Museum sells well enough, they'll probably sell a £900 Blathers Museum in a few years. You never know, you never know. Oh no, I'm out of 4x4s. No. We're gonna have to part this one out. Might switch this. That will be one of the bottom ones so that we don't notice it as much. It looks good. But again, space. The problem with Lego being expensive is space is also expensive. So once you buy a load of sets, I got quite a few family members that have been into the bigger sets, and then suddenly they've started building through them and they're realizing how big a footprint some of these sets take. It would be nice. I think what would be nice is if you could build the big sets, and then if you could have like a mini build to keep on display to remember it by. Because Lego's mini builds, thanks to all the pieces they're coming out with, really getting good at hiding the fact they're Lego. Even going back 10 and a bit years ago, you could tell when a Lego set was Lego. Now it's harder to do. There are some city sets and creator sets that are very blocky because they want to keep that blocky look to them. But some of the sets are so clean. It's crazy clean. Oh, wait. Why couldn't we have done that when it was out earlier? Why did we have to wait? Now I've got to go get the grills again. Yeah, shelf space is expensive. Also, though, the fact that not at least here in the UK, not a lot of people have the space to display too much. It's always a choice of, do we put this up? If we want to display this, you got to take something down, which is why I like to change what I have on display. I never keep the same thing built for too long. It would be nice to have the space to do so, and this is light bluish grey now. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Maybe one day, you know how Lucas got a museum? Maybe one day we can have a Master Mouldie museum and you can rent a spot to build your Lego. Is that a museum? Kinda. They have to be behind glass because even in the Lego store, the amount of minifigures that just get snapped, like, leave them, look at them. If you want them, buy the set. It's expensive, but it's better than just snapping the mini. What are you going to do with half of an Admiral torso from Star Wars? Really? Nothing. Leave it on display, let other people enjoy it, and get out of the Lego store. That is something that annoys me, when people just steal a little bit of the figure. Like, come on, don't do that. Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to charge more for it if they start to go missing. That's the wrong drawer. Ah, that's the one. Ooh, don't like. I find my lack of grey disturbing. Don't like the look of that. 1, 2. Oh no, one short. We'll have to hide some different colours around. Although, say about hiding different colours. How many of the 2x2s in grey do we have? Oh yeah, we got some. All right. What do we need? Just the 2 of them. What you could do is shorten the 2x2 into shorten the 2x12 into a 2x10. You can't do that because of this. Oh, no. It's the 2x10 in the middle. It's the 2x10 you need to shorten. Is it? Oh, no. This whole thing sticks out. Oh, we don't need to worry about that. That's making it a bit too hard. We just need to pop off one of these either side. Get some cheese on it. Get some cheese on it. Yeah, cheese slopes would do well. Or we'll just slot these over one. Not too bad then. That works out. There's a few other sets that have been announced, like the Tintin set. I think we spoke about that yesterday. There's the Nike boot. The Nike basketball. That was for the Nike Dunks, those shoes. The Nike basketball hoop was a fun set to play with. That was cool. Hello there, Semi-Brook fan. Welcome. And the same for Yoda and the throne room, Yoda's hut and the throne room. I think I'm going to like both of those sets purely based off the play feature. We don't get enough of those in Lego sets. Even the Jeep. Even the Jeep. How have we ended up with two of the same side slope? That would mean I'd probably use two of the same side slope elsewhere, which is odd. Even the Jeep, the rope at the front works as a tow cable. As for what you can tow, they don't specify. I think they should. Can only tow vehicles up to a certain weight. But you can use that to tow other vehicles or to like loop around a tree and get yourself out of the mud. Nice fun reference. Pop you... Oh yeah, I guess I could have just popped it off. And then... If this is up one, I'm thinking a black 2x2 with another stud. And that can be a blue stud. And I'll do the same on this side as well. Make sure it's in nice and solid. Actually, we need one less slope this way. They could just plate off the whole thing. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Good question. And then 2x2s. Knew we'd need that drawback. I didn't, but I wouldn't admit that. Subconsciously, I might have known. Yeah, let's go with... I want to go with blue. I gotta stick with black, don't I? Otherwise, it's gonna bug me. Does anyone have... Whilst there's not too many people in chat, does anyone have a preference as to what set we build next? I should start a poll. Should I start a poll in the community? And is this... Oh yeah, because this is too short, isn't it? It doesn't go the whole way up. That's alright though. And we need the same in black. We've built the X-Wing. We've built... Well, we're building Vader's tire. We've built the A-Wing. Do I have a Captain Rex Phase 1 in my collection? The question isn't as much as whether I have one. It's whether I can access one. Aha! Here we go. Next to the Santa Trooper. Phase 1 Captain Rex. I do indeed. Don't know why he's not with the Phase 2. Who did I put with Phase 2 Rex? There's just a gap next to him. I don't know why. I am lucky enough to own one. Oh, we're going to need a load of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means 16. 8 of each side. Easiest way is to whack these on and hopefully have enough of them. One on you. Seems to be good. And then... Oh. These wings are identical. Do you think when Lego are making sets, they have odd statistics they have to fill, odd requirements, like a booklet of so many pieces needing to have so many pages? Or do you think that... Oh no, I'm not going to have... Oh, I do, yes. Or do you think they just go through it and they're like, Do you think a 6-year-old would know to build 2 of these? Or do we have to... Like, why double it? It's a waste of paper, I think. There's no way I can think it's easier. Unless it's a case of doing 2 things at once, that being too hard. But even then, 2 things at once. No, it can't be that much of an issue. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Never played it. Never played any Marvel. Actually, I've never played any Marvel game. Never played any Marvel Lego game. I have played Marvel games. That was a clickbait title if I've ever heard one. I've never played any Lego Marvel titles. Because there were no Marvel superheroes in the Lego movie. That was DC. Same for Lego Dimensions. That was DC. How did Marvel miss out on both Lego Movie and Lego Dimensions? Do I own Pre-Vizsla? I do, but not the helmet. I don't own the helmet of Pre-Vizsla, which is one of the most important parts. I don't know if the torso is unique. That might have another signet on it. But the helmet's like the part. Going to your first Lego convention tomorrow. Any recommendations? First off, have fun. Any recommendations for how you should go about it? If you're looking at picking something up, because even if you don't need anything, it's always nice to grab something from the convention. If you're looking at picking something up, have a little think about what and set limits. It's like it can feel like a casino for Lego, for a Lego convention. Make sure you've set limits. You know how much you can spend. And I would try not to go over that. If you see a set that you have wanted for the last 10 years and it's impossible to find and it's a decent price, maybe there are allowances, but yeah, definitely recommend setting limits because conventions are so expensive. They try to lure you in with the really awesome displays, which it's worth going if you don't want to buy anything. It's worth going to a convention to see these displays in person. That's next level. But in terms of picking up anything, I'd probably recommend against it. But some vendors actually have really good deals because it's a way to unload some of the sets that haven't been selling the last year. Let you guess, I never played Lego Star Wars. Oh, I have as many hours in Lego Star Wars as I have in Lego Batman. I have played Lego Star Wars 1, 2, the complete saga, The Force Awakens. Got a platinum on The Force Awakens. I don't know if I platinumed anything else, to be fair. I did complete saga a few times. But I don't think you get platinum trophies on the DS and the Wii. I don't think I got any trophies for it. I just did it. And then as soon as I completed it, I'd reset it and go again. Have a bit more fun with it. But never Marvel. And there wasn't anything holding me back from Marvel. I think there's nothing I looked into. When's Marvel game sales? No, not Ego, Lego. £20. What? For the Lego Marvel game? Well, you know what, the Lego games stand the test of time. Well, the old ones do. The old ones do. Oh, are we connecting them? Yes. Yeah, I like the... Oh, no, 1x1s. Oh, I forgot. We don't have the 1x1s. How many do I need? 2, 4, 6. Because we've already got 2 of the sides filled. Couldn't have forgot that. We played Lego Star Wars. We played Skywalker Saga on the channel, running around a bit. Still trying to complete that. There's so much to do. And complete Saga, we speed run it. I can't remember our time. Don't think it was world record. But it was pretty good. And now we've got the wings complete. All right. Looking all right. Looking all right. Not the best wings I've seen. Not the worst. Pretty nice. We'll say it was an odd choice to have the rounded elements on top. Because it's a thick wing. Usually the wings are about 2-3 studs. This is 3 studs. Yeah, 3 studs exactly. 3 plates. And then this goes on like so. You up there. You down there. Oh, hold on. We don't have the stripe because we moved it over. It's not lining up. We're going to have to modify these a little bit to get that stripe aligned. Good thing I noticed that when I did. Planning on spending less than 80. That's fair. Get some good things for that. Unless they have an older Ninjago set. You're thinking about bringing something to trade in. Do I think it's important to do your research? Yeah, I think if you go in there knowing what you're talking about, because everyone that's selling will know and try to haggle you down a bit. So as long as you know what you're talking about, you stand your ground, you're going to be all right. And don't forget to take a look at all the displays as well. Sometimes they're in between stalls. I know some conventions have different viewing halls to trade-in halls. It's a bit quieter, nicer experience. I think I prefer the mixed, go from stall to display to stall. But I can't say I've had it the other way around, so I wouldn't know for sure. I don't know what the other... Oh, it was this wing. This was the other one. I kind of want this to be the back. That would work if we just switch the tiles. Again, it's all in the tiles. What you've got to do is move the tiles around. Suddenly this wing is completely different. So we'll get you on the bottom and you on the top. Oh, hey, there we go. And then what's this wing meant to be? This wing, oh no, this wing was meant to be up there. Oops. We'll flip you around then, because you can go both ways. I find it interesting haggling over, well, not haggling over Lego, blanket statement, very misleading. I find it interesting how vendors are willing to go, because I know if you get there later on, or if you hang around to the end, they'll go a bit lower, and that's just haggling generally. It's because it's towards the end of the night and they don't want to go home with everything. They want to ship a few bits out. Some of them try to make a living through it as well, which is hard enough. Wait, how have I got both of those on there? Oh, I haven't. I got one in my hand. So that's the top one. Okay. Confused myself already. How many Star Wars figures do I have in total? Over 100. I've never actually added them all up. I'll have to do it this May. Find a definitive number. How many? In my experience, do they take cash or card? You go in the second session. Hey, I think the first session people test their numbers. See if anyone's willing to. So you're in a sweet spot there. You might get some steals. I would say if you really want to pick something up, it doesn't hurt to bring a little bit of cash. Sometimes if it's cash, they'll offer a discount because the card machine, if they haven't used the card machine in the first session, then they won't necessarily have to pay the setup fee for it unless they make a purchase. So they might offer some cheaper prices for cash. Only might. Most people will just take the same price either way. And yeah, I usually just carry around card though, or contactless, and pay that way. It's cleaner, it's easier, and if it's a busy booth, which usually has the best prices, bop, 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 they just start raking it in. But even if they don't have card machines, in my experience at conventions, normally they all know each other. They all travel around to the same conventions. So if one person has a card machine, they'll all be using it. But yeah, cash is king. Cash is being phased out. A lot of places, especially a lot of places around me, are no longer accepting cash and are doing card only. Or you go to like these supermarkets and there's that one till at the end that's cash and the rest are card. A bit like Lego. A bit like Lego. Upstairs is 100% cash free, which is nice security wise. Obviously cash being the most risky, but I think it does suck if you're trying to pay with cash. It is like there's two sides to every coin. Hey, there's our Vader TIE Advance. Look at all that red though. Why the red in the wings? Could you imagine Lego coming out with a toy that had like this sort of thing exposed around like 2010? It just wouldn't sell. So I don't know. I'm trying to get in the mindset of Lego and why that would work. Like, why having the red? Do they think the red's a little different? If your favourite colour's red, it's a nice touch, but outside of that, that is not the instructions I expected. That's not what I was expecting. Rebel Trooper. Let's see what we've got. I don't think you'd be able to cash in checks at the convention. Maybe some people would, but for the most part, they'd probably turn you down with checks. That is a form of cash or payment that is on its way out. Actually, I think checks might be worse than cash. I think checks might be worse. Morning, Snow Blizzard. Oh no, this Rebel Trooper's missing their hands. Just because a check, you could... Yeah, there's so many other ways to scam a check. You could have your name rubbed... Oh, not the name. I suppose the value. They could increase the value. If you're paying someone through check, they could scrub out their name and put their own. There's so many ways to scam a check. I'd recommend against checks, but a little bit of cash don't hurt with your card. Here we've got our Rebel. Yeah. Well, wait. The Rebel for the station. We needed a Stormtrooper or a TK Trooper. Just got served free ads on YouTube. Oh, YouTube feeling generous, are they? Giving you 3 of them. How kind. How kind. Don't forget to thank YouTube by dropping a like on the stream. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get 3 more. No, I'm joking. Don't dislike. No, don't do it. Oh, wait. I've got tan ones and black ones of these. Back. Are they back here? That's not one key. Or are they in the other one? No, they're not back here. Well, they might be down there. Anyway, grey's good enough for now. We've got another one of those if we need. Vader's tie. Look how big this thing is. This has got to be almost minifigure scale. Gotta be. It feels as big as the last one that I made with a TIE bomber. Although, the TIE bomber was a bit longer. It was a bit longer. But the cockpit's definitely bigger. That's massive. So much space. Just checked. You've got 802. You know what? I say 100. How many figures fits in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'll say 23. I'm not going to include that one. And that one's not full. So we'll say 23. 23 times 12 is more than 100. 276. And there's at least 100 figures on here. That's what we counted. So that's 3, 4. I will do a count. I tell you what. I will do a count. And I'll get back to you with that. Because I've got figures everywhere. And I do have a record of what sort of figs, just in case anything was to happen. But knowing how many there are is just satisfying. Nice to be able to say, oh, so many Star Wars. I don't think I'll be counting all my figures, but Star Wars at least. And I've got too many figures to want any of the new sets that came out in March. I don't want another Farm Boy Luke. I don't think at this point I want another Kenobi, or I don't know, an Anakin could still be nice. I wouldn't complain about another Anakin. 427 unique figures is nuts. That means, I suppose, you've probably got a few clones, a few troopers of each of the legions, I assume. What's the figure you have most of? If you are having issues redeeming your birthday promos, LEGO will typically send it to you. What promos do you get from LEGO on your birthday? That's not the minifigures, is it? I wouldn't mind them sending the birthday figures. We should not be needing these tiles. I think the character you have most of is the battle droid. You know what? I'm not even including my battle droids. See, this is the problem. I need to have a complete count, because look at how many battle droids are in this brick. There's a few custom ones. These are just the shinies. Not as many as I'd like, but quite a few. Quite a few. Quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rows and what, like 8 columns? Almost 60 battle droids alone. I don't think I've got that many 501st or stormtroopers. 60 of them. You and you. Got a birthday cake this time. Minifig, separate gift. Comes if you're signed up for the free newsletter. Set 40780. Oh, you got a little birthday cake set. That's pretty cool. Huh. Gift with purchase. The nice pieces around the bottom. Oh, look at the raccoon t-shirt. This is 100% going to come to the Build a Mini in stores. Doesn't come up, does it? No. So it's just a constant gift with purchase. Is this if you place like a Lego order on your birthday? I've never heard about this. 60 battle droids, 60 super battle droids as well, 61 regular clone troopers, 61 clones. So that's the most. Wow, that's impressive. Got about 90 battle droids. Damn, we've got a lot of battle droids between us. All I'm saying, we could storm the Lego headquarters here. We could. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not saying it would be a bad thing, but we could. And we could get even more. One of us needs to make it out with a mold. And we'll string a 3D printer up to be printing more battle droids. That's not entirely how a mold works, but I can't see why it wouldn't work that way. You're just pumping the ABS. So glad you got the old Jabba's Palace back then. We're not going to see another set like it. I don't think we'll see Jabba's Palace for quite some time. Because if Boba shows back up, we already got Boba's Palace when Season 1 came out. We're not going to get it in that. I doubt they're going to do any content Lego on Race for Jabba's Bounty. I highly doubt we're going to see any of that. The Jabba prequel isn't set up. We might see other temples similar to it, and you'll see alternate builds. I'll probably give it a go as well, because I'm yet to build a Jabba's Palace. Might have to build Jabba's Palace with a Rancor pit below it. That'd be cool. Blaster. Oh, nice use of the rod to secure it down. I'm going to switch out the colours. Try and camouflage this best I can. Probably make everything black and very dark grey. Like Batman. A Batman style. How many Jabba's palaces? We got Boba's palace. We got the two-tier Jabba's palace. Are they the only two? Because I like the way the Boba's palace was quite open, but Jabba's palace also had like a middle block and then a tall piece. They're a lot more similar than I think most people realise. UCS, no, Master Builder's Jabba's palace. How about that? Don't know if it would sell. I don't think it would sell too well after Jabba's Sail Barge. Perhaps in a few years' time, when Lego stopped making original trilogy sets. If they stop making original trilogy sets and we go through a little scarcity period, then that would be popular. All the way in. Huh, it does. It sticks all the way out. And it also stops anything coming through the top, which means it's visible. Oh, barely visible, just through the top. I needed that. One of the nipple tiles. There we go. And then just a regular tile. They could have used another one on the back in blue. That will interact with a smart brick. Do we go with blue or do we cap it off? I think we went with blue on the X-Wing. We did. So I'll keep the blue piece in there. We want it to still work with a smart brick. I just don't have the smart brick to test it with. And then the same do-back accessory piece, which I'm going to steal from the X-Wing playset. Yes, please. Thank you all. Thank you all. I'll be having that. And we don't know where this is going at the minute. We just know that it clips down here. Just like that. Just like that. Is that what those studs are for? Not a stormtrooper's legs. Where's the cone? And they put an orange brick, which is an interesting choice. Considering we're not going to see it, they could have put anything in here. Is this orange powering up? Is this... because it's not fuel. Unless it is. Maybe it is. Who am I to say what fuel looks like? Find it quite odd Lego have the smart brick in the open, considering, yeah, the Millennium Falcon has the smart brick covered up in engine mode. It is odd how the Falcon, and that one aspect of the Falcon, because they also have a smart brick gap behind the cockpit. I think engine mode is hyperdrive, isn't it? So when it's like swooshing around and then you get some littler ship noises when it's in its other mode. The fact that they haven't got anything to cover it up. For Vader's tie yesterday, we added a 4-length slope on top of the smart brick there. And that was it. That covered it up. It's as easy as that. I've released instructions for the X-Wing and A-Wing, how to cover up the smart brick in that. And it is just so straightforward. I know Lego probably don't want exposed fuel, but they could add a little plate in here and get it so you can see just on the inside, so that it's revealed just a little bit. But they didn't, so on top it goes. You can't see it at all. It shows you through this angle. There is just not enough light in there. Nice 2x2 bricks. If I can find them. Oh, we have one. And... oh, no. Okay. It's odd how they haven't covered them up, and it's also weird how much red they have showing. Vader's tie has probably... oh, it's up there with the X-Wing, actually. I think the A-Wing was pretty good for having exposed red plates. But Vader's tie has so many unnecessary exposed red elements. We've got the wings here, they should be red. We've got blue. Why is there blue sticking out the side of the wing? That doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. It's like they looked at it and went, smart brick looks kind of ugly, kind of eyesore-y. I don't think people are going to like this. You know what would make the smart brick look better? What if we just added a bunch of things to the rest of the set? And that would distract people from the smart brick. Genuinely, that's what it's like. And someone turned around and said, good idea. And went with it. Ah, it's hard. It's hard to make excuses for Lego when stuff like that. It's near impossible. And it's not a bad set. It's just not... it doesn't look complete. It looks like it's... or it's not that it's incomplete. Maybe it was complete by different people. So there's that disconnect over... whereas you normally get one person to design most of a set and some features might be helped out by other people. I think these sets were probably passed around quite a bit. And that could be why they don't look as polished as a regular Lego set. Because the designers haven't had the time to work it, make it look good, to hide all of the colours. Maybe also with the blue and red, especially on the X-Wing, we saw some yellow and different shades of blue. Maybe they were the cheapest colour Lego could go with and they didn't switch the colour up. They could have forgotten, they could have done anything with it. I mean, we have no idea what's going on. But those blue bits on the wing that are visible, now that it's sat on the desk, and I'm looking down, instantly I'm noticing these studs here are sticking out. Same with the reds on the wing. There's no chance someone took a look at that and went, yeah, that's done. Like it's too noticeable. Are Lego rage baiting us? Is that what's happening? Lego are looking at it, thinking, yes, there's an adult that's going to get so worked up over that. Because, I mean, really, we could just switch it out. That's all I've done. You sometimes end up with a promo after your birthday. Oh, good point. I guess like with any gift with purchase, you try to order it and it's not going to arrive in time. But I did see on the Lego website, let's see if they've still got it up. Order by 2 o'clock Central Eastern Time on the 17th for express delivery in time for Eid. I didn't realise Eid was coming up so fast, which is nice for Lego to do it to something that isn't a American holiday or a Western holiday. Because I have this ongoing joke now, and it started on stream. It started on stream when Lego didn't recognize Mexico as being part of North America, and they were part of the Northern American Peninsula or something like, I don't know, or the mid American Peninsula, I think it was. Northern wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, not doing that with the bricks, although I could just use 2 of the bricks we just did. Use 2 more of them. Unless this clip is for something specific. Oh, it's for something specific. But I have this ongoing joke now about how Lego is an American company, which it does feel like a lot of the time. So why have we got another hole in the side? It's not obviously Lego headquarters or in Denmark, but some of the things they do, maybe it's their Western team, I'm not too sure. Some of the things they do makes you question it. Think about it for a second and go, oh no, they're based in Denmark, which you can't get the smart brick in Denmark because it's only available in England, France, Poland, Germany, Australia, United States. But they are based in Denmark. So silly. Oh, more tiles. It's well finished off. Like, it's been well finished off. You couldn't add more tiles to this ship. Many more tiles if you tried. It's borderline impossible. You add more tiles, it's just one big tile. It's no longer Lego. You've just melted it into a pancake. And then this clips on. All right, this might be too long. They might have used a shorter wire here. No, maybe. Wait, how did they... So that goes on there. But why did it flop downwards? Why did it flop down? And then that comes around. Maybe it's not down. Maybe it's in the air. Yeah. No? And that goes up. This goes across. Yes. So I just had to fold it the other way. But then, if it's that fragile, and you're pulling it off, you're refueling Vader's ship, and then you go to put it back, it pops off. I didn't play with it for the X-Wing. That's my problem. I didn't play with it for the X-Wing. Oh no, have we just found a flaw with Vader's ship? Probably not. Not a real one, at least. If you're gentle with it, it kind of works. But I still think just because it's on a bar piece, like all you had to do is twist it 360 and it pops off. It's not that strong. But you can always wire it back up. Bit of string would have worked a lot better. Maybe not perfectly, because I'm sure the string gets knotted up a lot more than that. And Thor's Mjolnir. Did we have one of those free? Or did I not grab one in the end? Thor's Mjolnir was possibly even in a bag. So I'll grab one of those later. Not in green. Oh, could we make one in green? Could we make one? One of my favourite Lego weapons is the brick-built Thor hammer, Mjolnir. Could we make one of those in green? Because we'd need to make Thor's hammer with the light bluish grey ingots, but with a single 1x1 green tile, which I'm going to check if I've got that first, because if not, we could use like a rounded tile. I don't know if I've got any 1x1 green tiles. Let's verify we do, and then get on with the process. Oh, what green? Bright light green. Bright light green. Is this the right light green? That looks about right. Right? Yeah. That looks the same one. And then I do need a second one for the X-Wing. We didn't have one with the A-Wing. Maybe there's one hidden in the throne room. Has anyone built that set yet? No. Don't get me wrong, you enjoy modding sets. Oh, yeah. Modding sets is the way to go. Before I finish that, I do want to say there is a difference between modding sets for preference, which is what we like to do, and I think this is where this is going. Modding sets by finishing them, like completing the build. This isn't a collaboration. Lego aren't paying us. We're not getting a free set. If I was on the Ambassador network, perhaps I wouldn't mind finishing a Lego set. They send it for free. I'll finish the build. Lovely jubbly. But when you're paying for something, it's a bit like when you buy a cake mixture. And we got... Oh, it was a lovely cake mixture, don't get me wrong. But for... I think it was for Valentine's Day. My nan and granddad found this nice cupcake mix. And oh, it was lovely. But in the cupcake mix, it was flour, baking powder, and I think there was something else. So normally you just add water. I like to bake things from scratch, but it was a nice cupcake mix. Normally you add water, or there's like a little bit of milk or something. We had to add milk, we had to add eggs, we had to add, oh, sugar was included as well. Sugar was included, but we had to add so much to this cake mix that you might as well just buy the flour separately. Came with sprinkles, came with icing. Would have worked out more expensive where they got it from, but yeah, some kits are like that. And I do think from a Lego point of view, that's cool for baking. Most people know what they're doing. Eggs, easy to crack. But from Lego, this is a 6+ set. Like, a 6-year-olds half the time don't care about the instructions, but they're also not going to be able just to finish a set based on what it looks like it should be. That is quite hard for a 6-year-old to do, I guess. Anyway, let me finish. Don't get me wrong, you enjoy modding sets, but for what they're charging, you'd hope you don't need to modify. Yeah, that's the difference. Need. That's the difference. The need to modify. You should never need to modify a set. And some of these sets have been really good and had really good parts. But at the end of the day, if the rest of the build ain't there, the good parts don't really matter. The only thing you're going to remember from this set down the line is the fact that it wasn't finished, which I do feel like a lot of these sets weren't. Maybe it's a deadline, maybe it's because it was more of a collaborative effort. There just needs to be an editor for these sets to look over, or something that Lego probably don't do, because a lot of their images are renders. They're getting better at that. I've not caught them out with a render since the pyro. No, not even the pyro ship. It was the sailboat. It was the Technic sailboat, and there was the hand glitch through one of the sails. Yeah, they give it to a kid. Give it to a few kids. Give it to especially kids of designers. Let them take it back, give some feedback, fix it up a little bit, and hope they don't post images to the Reddit. Otherwise, that's how sets are going to be leaking in the future. Yeah, that's not the safest way of doing it, but there are other ways. Because for what the smart brick sets are worth, they're just not worth it. They're not for the smart brick. It's the intrigue that they're trying to capture and put a price on. Surprised they bothered with Australia. As it was quite the logistical nightmare during COVID. Only managed to get the 501st Legion set when your mum went back to Malaysia. How? Yeah, 501st Legion set was quite hard to pick up though, because everyone and anyone they knew wanted that. Especially with the resale value, which I think was only in America, but the fact that a load of news is quite America dominated. Even here in the UK, we'll get some articles about something going on in America, and it will just be the most unrelated story, but everyone wants to know. Which I don't fall into that category, I'm afraid. I don't understand that. Wanting to know what's happening. I mean, there's a level of awareness you've got to keep, but for some of these stories about what just like celebrities and that are doing, I don't want to know. Maybe it's because of that everyone then started rushing to get them. You couldn't find them. It got quite bad in the UK. There were stores that the staff members were just buying them as soon as the stocks came in, and you just couldn't pick them up anywhere. But then where I lived, stores couldn't get rid of them. The amount of clearances for the 501st Battle Pack, the AAT as well, which was a hard buy, hard one to find. The amount of them that they couldn't get rid of near me was crazy. The only difference to Thor's Mjolnir is the green tile on top, obviously, because that's what we're going to use to scan the smart brick, and also the bar. Instead of it being brown, I guess a grey one works. I think with a smart brick, any green works. Ooh, something else I want to try. Any green. So if we take that and run with it, transparent green, Probably. It probably does. We need to find out how smart the smart brick is. Are you smarter than a smart brick? Coming soon to a TV near you. Can I tell the difference? You know what? If the smart brick could tell the difference between different shades of colours, I probably wouldn't be smarter than a smart brick, because I struggle to do that. And the metallic ones as well. I'm going to have to like hold them up to the screen. Hello there, Bevel. I am good, thank you. How is chat? I'll let chat answer that. A small drive-by. As long as you leave everyone unharmed, that's okay. Oh, look, the hammer fits. It's worthy. It's worthy. It fits. We've just brick built the Smart Play hammer. Look at that. It's Mjolnir, but smart, I guess. Smart Mjolnir. This just looks so, like, you've still got the red and the blue that work the functions, but it just looks so much neater. And 100% need Kenobi on this one. I'm going to get out a Stormtrooper, because for an Imperial outpost, someone needs to be manning it. We could have even got the Air Tank Trooper from A New Hope. We haven't got that figure yet. Or a TK Trooper. There we go. That looks better. Even if I stand them to the side. Some empty studs. But look at that Trooper. Oh, I'll show this off in the full screen at the end. But that's not bad. You get rid of the Trooper. What is this? What in the 2000s Lego City is this? But you add the Stormtrooper. Oh, it's an Imperial docking station. That Stormtrooper tells you everything. The fact you built the Rebel, or we built the Rebel with that, just confuses you even more. Let's get another base. I said these plates were down here. Where down here? I might even have some in these big drawers. So I'm going to have a little look first. And then I think this is going to be real quick, because do we have the smart brick in any of these? No. The smart brick isn't in any of these. We don't have the smart brick anywhere for the smart brick on the Imperial docking station. We also don't have anywhere for the smart brick on here, which is nice. One smart brick in the set, so you get one smart brick play feature. Vader's tie is actually the best set of the wave. I'm going to have to take back what I said about the A-Wing. This is the best set. But why then do they get us to uncharge the smart brick at the end? Like, this was included at the back of Vader's. Oh, maybe because they're showing how it works with a hammer and that. Maybe. I think you should have woken it up before demonstrating how it works, but you know, as long as it's in the manual, people are going to see it. Refueling, fixing up, and red is to fire. They're the three main colours. I think there was another colour that someone found out worked with it. It was like yellow or something. Quite a few Stormtrooper variants that LEGO are missing. Isn't that the case? I think every time LEGO give us a Stormtrooper, we should turn it into a variant that we haven't got before. This would be the perfect time to introduce them into the Smart Play set. That's the one little thing that, you know, give people what they want as well as what they don't want, which is a smart brick, I guess, for the most part. All right, that's the part we were looking for. Yes. Back to the hunt. Just got the 2 out of 3 AC units fixed, 2/3 of the way there. Tomorrow you're going to remove a wall in your attic to use your display cabinets as a wall instead to have more space. Are they backed display cabinets or are they glass display cabinets? Because now you got me thinking. I'd love to have a wall of glass display cabinets with Lego like back to back in it, so you can see them around both sides. That sounds awesome. Oh, no, that's tires. Come on, third time lucky. That sounds like doors. That sounds like doors. There's a few Lego plates in here though. Oh yeah, there's the 4+ TIE Fighter fins. Okay, we might have a bit of luck. But am I going to be able to get all this back in? Probably not. Billy bookcases. And use the Alex straws as a back for the Billy bookcase. Okay. So it's still double-sided. I like that. No, just A-wing bums. A-wing bums and tie wings. And the odd window frame. I think glass. There's probably a few issues that the glass ones would have, like dusting. Could you imagine trying to dust all of those displays? But it'd be worth it. How big are the sides here? They're the full thing. Eeny meeny. What's it for? No, they're too big. Right, we'll stick with the grey one. And I'll find the tan one later. Tan ones were used in another set. And the fact that I can't remember which set is bugging me, but it'll come to me soon. Have a way better location for a 2 table-sized mock. Wow. Mr. Duo Stream, no! There's another Duo Stream coming soon. Coming soon. Stay tuned. Thanks for hanging. See you around. Slopes. Slopes, slopes. More slopes. There's just permanently another Duo Stream coming. I guess so. See you later. May the brutes be with you, Bevel. What are you? What are we building here? A monitor? Because this looks very different to the Yavin station that we got with the X-Wing. That is a single screen, very Hoth looking as well. Hey! Very Hoth looking. Sand blue seats. A nice design on the computer. Wish we saw more of those. Wish we saw more of the old ones as well. Like this computer. At the front. Can't remember where that's from. It's not a Star Wars one. Got a cash machine. What's another cash machine? Oh, a few others. Is this? No, that's not the same. No, that isn't the same one. Very similar though. What are you from? Then a lot of dark nougat. This is the little screen. Well, that could do with a little bit of a clean, couldn't it? Have that control console from a city cargo plane. Oh, it might have been from a passenger plane in city, like a blue and a white one, remember? Or it might have been from one of the other city cargo vehicles. See, I've been on it with some of their vehicles. Every time I'm in a Lego store or a Lego adjacent store, I always take a look at the new city vehicles, the new creator builds, and Minecraft. Minecraft's not as good as it used to be. I think that's just because I've fallen out playing Minecraft. I played it for the first time a couple of days ago. 2 days ago. 1 day ago. 2 days. 2 days ago. And, oh, it was so... There, so many little things have changed. We didn't run into too many of the new mobs, or we did run into a lot of the new items. It's changed so slightly that over time it's a completely different game. Completely different game. Does not compare. Personally, the police train seems like a funny concept. Yeah, the police train with a helicopter as well. Let's have a little look. Is it just called the police train? Police train heist. This one. It's such a funny concept, but this screams Lego to me because this is what so many of the police. I mean, okay, maybe not a train. Have I applied for land? Great question. When's the deadline? What application is this? When was the last cut-off? Let's see if my last application was... yes, I did. I did apply. New Year's I applied, not New Year's Day. Everyone else, Happy New Year, me. in a dark corner somewhere. No, but around New Year's. Not Christmas Day either. Somewhere between the two. I applied. I think that'll be alright. I tend to apply like as soon as I get notified that that's rejected. Actually, there was a big gap. I didn't apply last year, but I did New Year's because I got a load of comments. So thank you for encouraging me to reapply. I guess it's more of a channel thing, isn't it anyway? But this is a great concept. The helicopter trying to steal some loot, the car that can cross the trains automatically powered. This is what the smart brick needs to take notes from. You've got a train that goes around on loop. So what else can the smart brick use? Like the loop has been made into a play feature because you've got a car that needs to cross in time. Perhaps even a little ramp would have been fun to have added into this, but that's what we got two of here. And then that daring escape. The smart brick needs something like that. So if they advertise, instead of advertising with the smart brick, instead of advertising that whole, the two kids running through the Star Wars scenes, we should be building as we talk. Instead of advertising two kids running through, what they should advertise is one kid with the X-Wing firing at the turret that sat on the table. Or maybe a motor in a Star Wars set wouldn't hurt. How they'd pull it off, that's for Lego to decide, not me. I don't need to think about that. That's what Lego gets paid to do. But if we had a motor in the X-Wing and we could sit it down, perhaps even put the X-Wing on tracks. On tracks. I still have the Mandalore roller coaster set up. What if we put the X-Wing, the A-Wing, the Y-Wing, Vader's TIE on tracks, watched it go around, and then we had a turret. They wouldn't make a blaster, but they would make a turret with a smart brick in, and we could fire on the X-Wing. Maybe the X-Wing fires back. It's a smart brick. Surely it can do that. Have the X-Wing firing back at us. We have to dodge it with a turret whilst lining up a shot to take out the X-Wing. What a combo that would be. And already, now you're getting people interested in the set. Not only you've got the laser tag aspect, you've got an X-Wing that spins round. Adults are going to love that. They're going to eat that up. And you've also got a very expensive set, but you're including tracks with it. Not going to be too much more expensive than it already. I know tracks are expensive generally, but in a Lego set, it's the most affordable because Lego charge an arm and a leg for those track pieces. If you've ever tried to buy a track through Lego.com, which it has admittedly been a few years since I've had a look. I don't think Lego have dropped it down too much in those few years. It's a couple of quid per at least. I know it's cheaper to invest in 3D printing. One of the things that tipped me over the edge. Can definitely see the smart brick in one of those vehicle city combo sets. Yeah, what are they called? They're not 3-in-1s. What? That's not vehicles? Why can't I spell today? It's the submarine submarine, helicopter, fire truck, and submarine remix. That's the one. I love this set. I recommended this. I had family come and ask what sort of sets would be good for one of my relatives, and this was on a sale down to like 40 quid. I think it might have been 35. I think it was 40 quid. It was on clearance in, yeah, I don't remember where, but it was on clearance somewhere, and I recommended that set because what a set. Oh, actually, it's £38 in Asda right now. So it might have been £35. It was around Black Friday. It could have been down as far as that. Seems to be selling for about 40 quid. Solid. Damn. Chair. Chair. In sand blue, that's grey. I have a few sand blue seats left over from Yavin, or so I thought. Maybe I don't. I think I've mixed up the chairs since though. Yeah, there's colours all through. If I'm not getting sand blue, what colour chair would a Rebel have if not sand blue? Oh look, there's a few of them popping out now. I think it probably would be a grey if not sand blue. It's our best bet. It's a dull enough colour that it doesn't subtract from the rest of the build, but it's also not grey. I think the cheapest track is the single 1x16 track piece. Yeah, the straight line is one of the biggest and one of the cheapest. Maybe not the biggest. Maybe the rounded off elements are bigger. But especially that flexi track, that's so expensive. Straight from Lego, that's so expensive. Do I still have the White Vision computer to hand? Is that in the printed parts? Because that's a great part swap for this. We've got caps, wings, not in that one. It was a piece from the Marvel CMF. Exactly like this, but it had a printed screen on it. It's a minifigure accessory as well, so it might not be in with my printed parts. It might be in with minifig accessories. It's not with my Marvel figures, at least. No, it's not with tiles or signs. Oh, that's the perfect piece for this. Oh, where's the Milner's? Where's the hammer accessories? Because it could be with that. No, it's not. But I did find it. Take a close up of that. And with a printed surfboard and a few other various accessories. Is this the Marvel one? Yes, this is the Marvel one with Wanda's home. It's got some sort of sword detailing on it as well with the logo. Agents of Sword, were they called? From WandaVision. And I'm pretty sure it came with the White Vision. It looks like they're just watching their latest Disney show. Maybe they can't be slacking on the job now. Not the Rebel Alliance. Got to be on their A game. Taking down the Empire's pretty not chill. A little sandy bit. No, not there. There? Nope. There. Yes. We'll have a little look in a second at the track elements. It's definitely cheaper to get them in sets because that City Police set, how much was that? 108. Oh, okay. No, I thought that was going to be more like 140, but still, we've got how many pieces of track? Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 to a corner. We've got probably 2 straight pieces, at least, maybe more. We need a closer up, so that's... Oh, wait, are these short pieces? They look like tiles attaching the edges there. No, they're just the sides of the track. So that's 1, 2, 3? Because that's where the round one connects. 1, 2... No, I'm doing it wrong. 1, 2, 3... I don't know, I'm out of my depth here talking about track. I've never owned a single bit of official Lego track. The closest we came though, one of the first things I 3D printed with my 3D printer was a bit of Lego track. And it wasn't even as detailed, it just had a few rectangles going across, and I managed to find the width that the track needed to be for the Hogwarts Express. And we put it on that. Actually, I think the Hogwarts Express is still on it. Might not be. I think it might be though. A little Yavin build. I'm sure there's someone that has. Also, instead of the track, for a straight line, there are tile elements that you can use. Modified tile elements. And they're quite cheap on sites like Brickowl because everyone wants to get rid of them. Right, one of you, but I don't want another big one. I want, what, one quarter that colour and 1/4 tan. So we've got the colour bleed, maybe even both quarters tan. So we're bleeding the colour across. Hey. Translucent yellow one, hold on. Translucent orange, transparent. Look at the transparent quarter tiles. What? What? Only track piece you have is from Krennic's Shuttle. How is it used in Krennic's Shuttle? I didn't know that. I haven't built Krennic's Shuttle. Be a great set to build. Or do we go with 2 masonry bricks? Maybe. Oh, we wouldn't even need the extra little slope. Yeah, we don't need that middle bit. Nice little corner plate though. Oh, I put them back. Nice little corner plate in that colour. Saves having multiple pieces. I don't even think I have a 1x3. Not in that colour. The nougaty colour. I have 1x5s. Corner. Alright, I've got corner. Do I have a 1x3? No. Huh. No 1x3. So do I tile it? Do I plate it all off? Or, and I do need a little bit of support. Or do I add some slopes going up to it? I think cheese slopes would look good. I don't want to keep going back to cheese slopes, but I really think cheese slopes would look good. Cheese slopes and studs. Where did that go? Where? Wait, oh, it fell on my chair. I thought it fell on me. What? Oh, a bit of filament. A little bit of green filament stuck in the bottom of it. After power functions with R2-D2, because I saw the other day, I was looking through old Lego trailers, which is, don't know how I got there, but I ended up there. I was looking through old Lego trailers, and I come across an early 2000s power functions, R2-D2, I think you could add power functions to like the Technic B1 and all different builds. It was kind of DIY. I don't think they sold the full kits, but you could buy the power functions to go with them. Same for the droider as well. And I only saw one trailer on them. I don't even think I saw... Yeah, I don't think I saw them again afterwards. So maybe it's something they weren't doing for too long. But LEGO have had Star Wars builds that have had technical parts or power functions, motors, that sort of thing incorporated into their builds. And I wonder what made them stop. Wait, that is the right colour? Yeah, that looked so wrong a second ago. I wonder what made them stop adding that. Having a bit of fun with Star Wars and taking it a bit more seriously. Maybe it was the backlash of the... Maybe it was the backlash of the prequels. Just sent a picture of the track on Discord. Oh, yes, I forget I can always open up Discord. Well, let's have a look. I am interested. Little turntable. How many slopes do we have? Oh, yes, our brick goes out one too far, doesn't it? Maybe we play it back that way. Maybe we play it like that so it doesn't go too far over the figure. And then we could add some slopes going all different ways. So am I able to bring this up on screen? Oh yes, this is the element. This is the element, the track piece that I was saying, the tile with the modified ridges on top. That is it. Oh, I can open it. Yeah, it's just the image. There we go. This is it. This is the piece that has all the ridges on it, and it works with a train, and then you'd have to space these equally apart. That is the exact element. How was that used on Krennic's shuttle? Was it on the fin, or was it on the back of the shuttle? Was it like an engine piece? Because that's what my mind went to, just a full-on Lego track over the engines, but they've got two big blue engines that are used to take out Imperial traitors. Still haven't got Galen as a minifigure. Used on the fin. Oh, nice. I think we saw another shuttle. We did see Kylo's, and I think we got another one. We got another one in one of the towels. One of the towels shorts that looked a little like Krennic. It might have been actually in Bad Batch when Krennic's on the island, when they're on Yadu, which is Tarkin's home planet, and they're meeting for the Project Stardust. Might be what I'm thinking of. Look at that. If they weren't jumping left, right and centre, that would have been so much more satisfying. It was still so satisfying. One down, two to go. What we're looking for are these slopes. Well, I guess we found those slopes. Guess we don't need to pour them out if they're there. And so, plans for this year, right? Jabba's Palace, an Imperial shuttle, not just Krennic's, maybe a bigger Lambda shuttle, because the one we've got built is the little one from the Death Star. Depending on what the Mando one looks like coming out, we might have to build that. Get some of those pilot arms. Printed arms on a pilot. Hopefully the minifigures look as good as we're led to believe. That is funny, because the new Mando sets are coming out with some really good pieces. And then the sets that seemingly aren't doing as well are the ones lacking in that department. They don't have the arm printing. But Mando that is selling does have the arms, does have, maybe that's why it's selling. Maybe Lego already know this We'll see more printed arms in Star Wars. Oh! We forgot the printed tile on the Imperial workstation. Oh no! Oh! That's reminded me. It wasn't the yellow one, it was the red one. This one. With a big red screen and the two littler red screens. But only on one side. Only on one side. The other side blank. The other side blank, and the other side also without anything. Like, they could have used a pin to hold that in. But they didn't. There's nothing holding that in. Why not? Why? Why not? Why haven't they even gone with like a nipple tile in the middle there? Really get it locked in. I'm trying to whack that in the middle. I don't think that would work, but they could try. They could give it a go. Is there an easy way we could cap that in? Yeah, there's so many pieces that would work for that. Let me get one of the fire spray pistols from Jango Fett's UCS Slave 1 Starfighter, but not exclusive to it. You can get this in so many sets. All we need is a fire spray pistol. You could pierce that through it and then put it in the... Yeah, put it in the snot brick. And there we go. That's not coming out. Shame about that one. How can we go about this? We have a similar piece. You could have a similar piece going into the back of that and put it in the middle somewhere. Is there an easier way to do it? Something to cap it down. Even just a slope. Even just a slope would do it. A 1x1. Oh no, yes. Oh no, yes. One of these. One of these wedge slopes. That's all you need. On top. There you go. That is going nowhere. It doesn't look as pretty as the Lego set. It does look a little more custom. Look how big that refueler pistol is. It ends right there where my finger is. But it's not going to fall off. It's going to hold itself in place. Just be that bit more secure. Which is what you need. This is a set meant for 6-year-olds, and it's feeling like a creative box. The Minecraft creative boxes, they've been fun. I love those builds because they give you the pieces you need to build certain things and let you rearrange them as you like. But for something of this level, for this expensive, for a set this expensive, you can't be letting people finish it using spare parts they've got lying around. You gotta be thinking of it. Yeah, I think a lot of the criticisms of the Smart Brick Wave have been quite valid, and also, again, happy to see that no one's just hating on it because it's Lego. I mean, people are, mainly people that are getting paid for it, but I haven't seen too much of that. Which means Lego should be taking all this criticism. I think they can take it to heart. I think that's quite dangerous though, because you never know when everyone turns, but yeah, they can be listening in a bit more, paying a bit more attention. Oh, I missed out on those 1x1s at some point. Step 10, completely missed out on them. Snazzy. Get some leaves in, oh, dark green. Dark green. I don't know if I have dark green leaves. I do have a tub of regular green though. And that will match our Yavin build, which uses these ones. No leaves on the X-Wing, just on this one. Symmetrical as well, love it. Then a little satellite dish, similar to the X-Wing. The exact same, in fact, as the X-Wing. Few different colours, it's a white one instead. That's just to make it a little different. Okay. I bet the same designer maybe made one of the, oh, I got the white jumper instead of grey. Grey jumper and a white stud. Grey jumper, white stud. Oh, you're going to be an honorary member to this draw for today. And that's a stud with a hole in it, so that we can secure down the superhero poser. What did we use this for? No, we tried to use this for the Mantellian Savrip that we built the other day. Working on getting that video out. But spoiler alert, we didn't end up using that. We went with a different piece. Nice to see though a little technique we were about to use has ended up in a Lego set. Oh, and this is the rope piece that I think would have been a better fit because it's got that stud connection on the end, so I'll keep that out. One of these and one of the nipple tiles in black right on top, and a little dish and hilt. Is this the same antenna? Surely if this was the same antenna. It is the exact same antenna. Oh no, I'm trying to take credit for a building technique that I stole from the X-Wing. We must have seen it before. We've already built that. We've already used that technique. That wasn't new. That was there the whole time and I just didn't realise. There's a stud in this. Don't need that. And the bottom of the hilt facing out. There we go. We're missing the gate. Let's see what we got. That's never going to go as smooth. Just as smooth as it falling back in. Okay. I tried to make a mess. And I failed. Do or do not. There is no try. That's why. Final piece of the jigsaw. There we go. I like this one a lot more than the X-Wing one. It's flatter. It feels like a side build to a 4+ set, and I always like the side builds to the 4+ sets. Can't say it's my favourite part. Normally the ship's looking pretty snazzy as well, but it does. The N1 Starfighter has a similar thing to this. Sits by theme, Star Wars. Where are ya? Not smart play, just regular Star Wars. And we want to go 4+. 8 4+ sets. Hello there. Happy Friday. Happy Friday the 13th. Ooh. Grogu got a little side build. Mando's side build is... Actually, this puts Mando's side build to shame. This is a better side build than the N1. Might have to replace that if we ever end up revisiting that. And the rest are plushes, so they don't have side builds. But a lot of 4+ sets have this little side build. Spooky Friday 13th. Halloween's not too far away. That holiday plush. Oh, all of these are amazing. We built these figures. We built Chewie as well. We 3D printed a Santa hat that would fit on Chewie's head. But we also made both of these figures, and they are still... Oh, they're not up there because holiday figures are elsewhere. But they're still in my collection today. This trooper, this trooper, the stormtrooper, I may have cracked. I may have cracked the stormtrooper, but I just need to reprint the torso. I want to get them on Lego because they were all 3D printed figs because I was able to make more of them. But now that torso, it's a very light blue color. That torso should be available in plenty of Lego sets. So that shouldn't be too hard. But before we wrap up the stream, let's take a little look at the TIE Fighter finished model. Look at that. What a set it is. You know what? Feel free to modify the pack as you please. I think if you add that this 1x4 slope and replace the red pieces, the blue pieces, I think that's a good model. I think that's great, full stop. I don't think there's much else I can change about this. The A-wing, we did switch up the underside of the wings. We had to fill in the gap behind the cockpit. We swapped out the slopes at the front because they were a little too extra for my liking. And I do like the sharp angle of the cheese slope. I think the cheese slopes on the top are better than the rounded off piece because they make the wing feel a little thinner. What? What just happened to the light? That was so weird because it's locked in place and it just slanted back. It didn't fall. Is there a presence? Oh no, the ghosts of Lego have come to haunt us now that I said that my model was better than theirs. I like the sharper ends. For the TIE Advance, it has to be sharper, but maybe that's not safe enough for a 6-year-old to play with. We've seen spikier elements and the dish on top. There's a few like cosmetic differences that I made with Vader's tie. This set is just so it's so far best of the wave. If I had to rank these, this is top. This is top. Maybe the X-Wing second, and then the then the A-Wing. Has to be the A-Wing. I was so the A-Wing was one of the funnest to build out of the two of them, because I was most excited for that. But this TIE Fighter, you just can't beat this. The TIE Fighter's decent. This is the worst part of the TIE Fighter. We need to get a Stormtrooper with this sort of build. We need to have a feature that works as well. The fact that this keeps popping off if you don't have it secured incorrectly, that's a shame. Because it's a little refueling station. All kids' toys have somewhere to refuel it. Even like Hot Wheels sets used to come with, you could get like a garage and that'd have a little petrol pump or something. Despite the fact that they're die-cast cars, and a lot of people collect Hot Wheels as well. So this is nice. Still very 4+, 6+ like that. It's on theme for it. And then Snazzy McSnazzy down here with the Yavin base. You could get someone at the computer. Shame it's not printed. Would have been nice. Even a sticker would have been nice for that. To get the little computer down here. We got the turret as well that could be firing at the TIE. No need for the smart brick. This is definitely going on my Yavin display. I'm going to add this. I might move the speeders inside the base. So I'm going to add this right down here outside. Although I don't know how many satellites we're going to need. We're going to have the command post somewhere back here and like 2-3 other satellites. 3 including the one inside the ship. But yes, Vader's TIE, by far my favorite out of all the sets. I'm gonna add a little community post to see which sets you'd like to build next. Because what sets have we got? What have we got next? We've built Vader's TIE. We've built the A-Wing from the throne room. I might save the throne room for, I really want to build the play feature. But I might save the throne room for when we've got a bit more time and can build the diorama so that we can fully compare them. I think the fact that that comes with 2 smart play bricks, that makes it good enough anyway. But the diorama, yeah, it does put the actual throne display to, not to shame, but it looks a bit nicer. I'll build that without the base. We've got Mos Eisley. We've got the ATST, the land speeder, Yoda's hut, the Falcon. They're the last 5 that we've got to build. So I'll have that poll. 5 of them is nice because I can add a poll onto YouTube. I like the cantina a lot. I'm so excited. We're going to be turning that into Mos Pelgo from The Mandalorian, 100%. And the fact that that set looks so close to what we did make. We had a stage. We had a bar in the middle. I think we had an extra seat next to the stage. Our stage was tiny so we could get another seat in. but that's so close to the one we made last year. The Lego designers working on that, if they would have seen that video, like the coincidence, could you imagine? So we got one vote for the cantina. I'll get that up just after I end this stream, but that is all we've got time for today. I know, ending it a little bit early. Come back tomorrow. We will be building something from One Piece if we finish the show. If not, then we'll be finishing One Piece. Yes, one episode. I plan to watch the finale of One Piece tomorrow lunch. So we will be, maybe I save it for dinner. Maybe I save it for dinner and then we're fresh off the finale for the stream. That's a good idea. But until then, thank you so much for watching and may the bricks be with you.